Hello folks. So I'm just going to make a quick video on the upcoming Venus combustion. Yeah, so let's discuss. On April the 24th, Venus enters Aries to stay until May the 19th. And from May the 19th till June the 12th, Venus will transit its own sign of Taurus. From June 12th till July the 7th, Venus is going to be in Cancer. Yeah? And during these transits, Venus goes into combustion from approximately April 28th till June the 29th. So for around 2 months. Venus is considered combust when it's around 10 degrees away from the sun. So what does it mean when Venus goes combust? Well, it can cause a loss of the Venetian pleasures, right? Such as food, money, relationships. There can be a lot of expenditure. This is often how it plays out. Yeah. Relationships can take a back seat to your own needs and your goals. And it may not be the best time to buy big luxury items. Yeah. During the combust Venus, the sun's rays are so close to Venus that Venus's light gets dim. And Venus is no longer able to function with 100% strength for that reason. So the loss of pleasure could just be because you are focused on yourself more during this time. Because the sun's individual impulse gets stronger, we're less inclined to value relationships and therefore less inclined to compromise in relationships. The tendency is rather to think about our own needs first and foremost. So, what are some things that can happen during a Venus combustion? Well, you can be spending a lot of money, as I mentioned. You can be making impulsive choices in relationships. You also may get like an epiphany about a relationship partner or someone that you've been considering for a relationship. Like you'll like make up your mind about this person once and for all. Especially when Venus is deeply combust from May the 25th till June the 15th. This can happen then. So you'll come to some sort of a conclusion about a person. Something will just click. Right? Like you'll just know what or whom you want in your life, especially if it's a partner. What not to do. Don't get married during Venus combustion. Or for that matter, even Jupiter combustion, which we're going to actually have at the same time. Jupiter will also be combust for about 3 weeks, May 7th, 8th till the beginning of June. Other things that can arise during Venus combustion is feeling insignificant in a relationship. The sun is overpowering here, right? So individual needs are more important than the other person's needs. Someone you're involved with can be emotionally or physically unavailable, maybe. It can be that you're feeling ignored in the relationship also. When Venus goes into deep combustion, there is a purification of the Venetian energies. This happens in the first week of June. You'll see the truth about a relationship partner. You'll understand what it is that you need from a relationship as well. So epiphanies can result at this time and are certainly worth acting on also. Wait till the third week of June to be sure. You can then let go of relationships that have long passed their expiry date, but you're still clinging on, or maybe they're still clinging on, and it's not much of a relationship, right? They could just be like, maybe they're just not workable relationships for one reason or another. There's some practical element that is sorely lacking, for instance. Yeah. So you'll need to reflect on this and find a way to let go. Wish others well. The time when this decision becomes imminent is when Venus makes an exact conjunction with the sun. This is approximately from June the 3rd till June the 7th, when Sun and Venus are within 1 degree of each other, often called a planetary war. That's when you can have like that aha moment, right? Like as I mentioned in early June about a relationship. Especially if your relationship has been going through problems, clarity is likely to come now. This will lead to this can also lead to deeper intimacy and authenticity in your relationship. Alternatively, it can bring the clarity that you need for a separation or a discussion that leads to a break. So that purification can lead to a definitive decision and a more certain path in relationships. After mid-June, Venus is still combust, but you will know where you stand in a relationship, yeah? And more importantly, you will know what you want from relationships and particular persons also. In the beginning of the transit, whilst Venus is in Aries, there can be anger and irritation with others. Initially when Venus goes combust, right? Like that's from April 25th till approximately May the 18th. There can be aggravation and frustration with your partner. Fights can be there connected to needs not being met. With some people, there can be inner conflicts experienced at this time. You'll be asking yourself if you are better off alone. And then from May 25th till mid-June, we have a deeply combust Venus. And this time a realization can dawn on you. And onward, from June 12th till the end of June, Venus is firmly placed in Gemini with its friend Mercury and performs very well there. So this is actually a very nice time. By this time, you'll be open, friendly. You will want to talk about matters to get to a resolution. The anger would have subsided. It's like a light and upbeat energy. It's also an excellent time to socialize, to date, to get to know others, to get out of your shell if you've been introverted. A great time to start new relationships, that phase when Venus moves through Gemini after June the 12th. Yeah. And certainly by the 3rd week of June onward. So that's all for now, folks. All the best.